Hey you guys, good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in. If you saw over on my regular page, I am going to be sharing with you what exactly is this miracle morning and what does it entail. So if you're just joining us, my name is Jalene Kaiser. I am a health and fitness coach, a wife, a former nurse, and just a seeker of positivity and trying to better myself. So if you don't already, maybe grab a piece of paper and a pen so you maybe can take a couple notes, because hopefully this really does help you to be able to see things from a different light, but not only that, realize that you can totally do this. I want to preface this by saying a lot of people think that they can't do what I can do, but I'm here to tell you that that's furthest from the truth. I sat on the sidelines thinking the same thing, like, oh my gosh, look at those people. They're so successful and they're so happy and they're doing what they love. But I could never do that. I could never speak in front of people. I could never do a live video like this. I could never do any of those things because why? I didn't think I was good enough. I didn't think I wasn't smart enough, that I had the right look, that I had the right friends, all of those things. But I'm here to tell you that you're watching me right now. So that just goes to show that I can do this and I am doing this, but it didn't come just overnight. Well, kind of a little bit, because sometimes you just have to do it. And so that's been a lot of my last year to 2 years of how I've been able to learn how to do things is you just do it. Even though you're scared and you're nervous and you're anxious and all of those things, you still just push through. So that's what I'm here to tell you. First of all, if you are taking a note or you take away something, the biggest thing I want you to realize is that you too can do this. Why not you? Stop saying, I can't do this, and say, why not me? Why not me? Why couldn't I do what she's doing? I just have to do what she does. And that's what I did, you guys. I found somebody who was doing what I wanted to do, and I followed them, and I did what they did. And if they asked me to do something, I did it. Not because I knew that she was trying to torment me, but because I knew that what she was asking me to do was going to push me outside my comfort zone to be able to better myself and better my life and be where we are today. So know that you too can do this. So what I want to talk to you about today is called the miracle morning. So I recently stepped away from my nursing job, which was like my 9 to 5, if you will, to come home and be a health and fitness coach. And it was probably one of the best decisions, something that I worked really, really hard to do, but I kind of got into a funk following that. That's a whole nother video that I'm going to do though. So with that being said, I knew that I needed to do something. And when you're feeling down in the dumps, personal development or doing something to work on yourself is going to be what you need to do. You need to always revert back to that. And let me also tell you that before I started this journey, I thought people were stupid and ridiculous who said, oh, I'm going to read a self-help book, because there was nothing wrong with me and I didn't need a self-help book. And why the heck would you read one of those? But it's been the most rich thing I've done into my life. And I don't mean a dollar sense. I mean, just my life is so much more rich because of the fact that I embraced the personal development, and I really did realize I do need that, and everyone does need that. It's not that you're a bad person or anything like that. It's just that you can always do better, and you can always surround yourself and put more positivity into your brain to get rid of the negative. So I went back to personal development and realized I need to do something for me a little bit different than I have before, because I know that I don't like the road I'm going down right now mentally. So insert accountability partner, and voicing out that I needed someone to do something with me. And then, which was the miracle morning. I'd heard about it multiple times, and it just kept coming back to the miracle morning, the miracle morning, the miracle morning. So I looked into it, I bought the book, I set the date, and I committed. I told another girl, my accountability Stephanie, that I needed to do this and wondered if she would do it with me. And so she did. So I picked up the book. If you guys are taking notes or you want to screenshot, it's called The Miracle Morning. It's by Hal Elrod, How to Be the Not So Obvious Secret Guarantee to Transform Your Life by 8 a.m. So today I am doing my miracle morning a little bit later just because I wanted to share it with you guys. So again, that's the miracle morning. So this is just how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do this live how I would normally do it. So I'm going to explain what I'm doing, and hopefully you can do it with me. I know it may seem kind of weird, and I'm honestly kind of nervous because I'm about to do something out loud that that I feel very awkward about, that I'm trying to just do anyways. So this is not for anybody to be negative or to put someone else down on this, but if you're by yourself or you're with other people and you kind of feel like the power to do this too, I would encourage you to do it with me, even though I can't hear you, but I would encourage you to do it with me. So I start off, it's called the savers, the life savers. So each letter stands for something. So S is silence, A is affirmations, V is visualization, E is exercise, R is reading, and then S is scribing or writing. So here we go. Like I said, this is really awkward, and I haven't been this nervous making a live video in a long time, because this is something really outside my comfort zone and I want to be better at it. So that's why I'm sharing with you guys. So S is silence. So I do 10 deep breaths in my nose and then breathe out loud, and then I do 5 ohms. So it's like home, and I know for some people you don't have to do that. Maybe you're just going to take the time I'm doing this to be quiet. So here we go. And then I'm going to follow that up with a prayer out loud, which is what freaks me out. And I know it shouldn't, but it just makes me nervous to pray out loud in front of people, but I'm going to do it today. Okay, so here we go. So close your eyes and just let your body relax and just breathe, feel the breath, and just quiet your mind. Okay, so go ahead and do it with me, or do whatever you want to do. Dear God, I just want to thank you today for allowing me to wake up and to serve you. I want to thank you for putting me on this earth and using this body as a vessel to spread your word, not only your word, but just to live in your footsteps and to lead as you would have led. I want to thank you for allowing me to share my vision with other people, to help them to be able to see that they too are meant for greatness, and that we all start off the same way. It's just about learning different skills and being surrounded by people who are doing what you want to do. I thank you for giving me strength and patience and guidance and just leading the way. I want you to be with Izzy and baby as they are about ready to bring this baby into the world. Be with Izzy to keep her safe and keep that baby healthy as you welcome him into the world. Be with Misty as she's still grieving for the loss of her sister, and just being with her family so that they can find peace and comfort. I pray for Caitlin that she can find guidance in you to love her body and to just embrace the new lifestyle that I know she so badly seeks for. I pray for all of my challengers and people who are starting this journey to better themselves from the inside out, starting with their nutrition and their health, their mind and body, and then last of all, physically, because we know that physically this is just something that we're put here for. Like, we're just in this body. It doesn't mean anything. What truly makes the difference is how how we make other people feel and how we remember them and how we help them to see themselves as you see us. I just want you to be also with our coaches on this team and give them strength and guidance to use their voice and their vision to help other people to see that they too can be people that can help other people. Even if their story seems insignificant, every story matters. God, I just ask that you just be with those who are hurting and just who need the strength. Be with them, let them know that you're there, and that you continue to strengthen and guide us so that we can lead the way that you left. And thank you for dying on the cross so that we could be here to, again, lead and live the life that you left for us. In Jesus' name, amen. I am like sweating like crazy, you guys, because I just did that. Woo, I wanted to cry. I just, my heart is beating so fast, but it feels so good. So I hope that some of that resonated with you for the silence part. So now, I need to like air out those pits. Okay, so next one is the A, which is affirmations. And I think a lot of people don't realize what affirmations are. So it's things that you're going to say out loud to yourself that you believe. And even if you don't necessarily believe them now, you want them to become a part of you. So they become who you are. So I'm going to start. I wrote out my affirmations, pen to paper, and I have a mirror right here. So you can see I practice what I preach, you guys, okay? So here's my mirror, and I look into the mirror as I say these, all right? So these are things that can be business-wise, they can be financial things, they can be just things about yourself, okay? So I'm going to go back to day one, and we are going to start with the A, which is affirmations, okay? Here we go. So as you're hearing these, be writing down some things that you maybe can work on yourself, okay? So, and you have to say these out loud. This is what makes them even more real. Just like that prayer out loud was super scary. Calming breath. That prayer was scary and because it was out loud and I was worried about what people are going to think, but I don't care. Neither should you, because you're leading with intent and you're leading with a vision, and you know that if this just helps one person, then I don't care who else is on here watching. If it helps one person to make a change or do something different or say something positive, then I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. All right, so affirmations. All right, like I'm gonna look here because I want to look at myself as I say these, because as I say them, I want to believe them and I want to feel them. So they can be as many as you want or as in depth as you want. There's actually a thing on the Miracle Morning that helps you to come up with affirmations regarding different areas of your life. So this is just what I've come up with. So affirmation out loud. My body is a temple. I can do anything. I am meant for greatness. I have the power to change anything I don't like when it comes to my situation. God put me here to help others. We are an elite 2016 team. My voice should be used to empower others. God put me on this earth to lead and to teach others. I believe in myself. I believe that I am meant to lead others so that they too can believe in themselves. Every day I must show up. I must show up every day. It does not matter what others think of me as long as I'm being honest to myself and leading with heart. I can make a difference. I do matter. I am a leader. Every day, laugh and help someone else to laugh as well. See myself as God sees me. See myself through the eyes of the Lord. Walk every day as a Christian and lead by example. So I say those out loud like that, you guys. Those are the ones that I've come up with for right now. And that's what I've said every day for the last, couple of weeks since I've been doing this. All right. So hopefully that gives you an idea of something. Some of mine are short, but just in general, they're things that you want to say out loud. Like sometimes I don't feel like a leader, but I know if I tell myself every single day that I am a leader, I will become a leader. I'm evolving into a leader. If I tell myself every day I must show up, I'm going to show up, right? So just keep that in mind. So now it becomes the visualization part. So what I do is I write down what I visualize. And some days it's different. Some days it's short. Some days it's more in depth. But you visualize your life as if it's already happened. So for me, I'll start. The very first one I wrote was like, I see Ben rolling over to kiss me on the cheek and say good morning, unless I'm already up. I envision cooking Ben breakfast before he heads out the door. Going to my deck to sit out there to do my work, working out every single morning in my awesome home gym, and working for just minimal hours and being able to spend my time with my family and my friends. So there's different things, but today mine is a little bit shorter, just so things you visualize. So sometimes instead of writing visualization, you can create a vision board. So if you have never heard of a vision board, Google it because they're amazing. And they're things where you can upload pictures and things that you want to do. So for me right now, my visualization is healthy pregnancy and healthy baby, having no debt, walking across the stage next year for the Financial Freedom Award, being recognized as an elite team, $100,000 saved in the bank, paying off our house within 2 years, having X amount of customers who spray tan monthly, adding value to our team every day, speaking on stage at a coach camp event next year in 2017, weekly date nights, kissing a lot, vacation 2 to 3 times a year, taking our team on a retreat and going on a vacation with my husband to Bora Bora. So these are all things that I visualize every single day. I think about what it's going to smell like. I write down what it looks like, what it feels like, what I look like, what everything around me looks like. So envision, you guys, your life as if it's already happened. And for some people, I think this is hard because you think, oh my gosh, I can't do that. But I'm telling you, take off the punching gloves, take off the blinders to thinking that you can't dream again or that you're not worthy of things like that, because I'm here to tell you, I didn't think I was worthy of any of those things, but I have watched this stuff happen, you guys. Some of the stuff I already wrote down before that I envisioned, I've watched it happen, right? We put a down payment on a house. We are out of debt except for our mortgage. I sold my car because God was telling me that my ego was driving the car. Not because we didn't have money to pay for the car, but because I envisioned our life a different way. And that meant giving up that Cadillac, which I loved. But my ego was over more than my bank account. So I had to weigh my ego versus my bank account and where we wanted to be in the future. So it wasn't what people think. And I had to get over that fact of fearing that someone was going to think, oh, she got rid of her car because she couldn't afford that car. No, we could afford that car and so much more. But when we think about our future and where we want our future to be and where we want to be together as a couple and a family, that meant getting rid of that car and taking that $580 and applying it to a different debt so that we could get out of debt, so that we could live how most people want to live, but they're not ready to give up those things that think that they defy them. So I got rid of the car. We took that money, applied it to another debt, and then that's how we're out of debt, you guys. I have a car. We have cars that we don't owe any money on. We have the only debt we have is our mortgage, and we plan on paying that off in 2 years. 2 years, you guys, because I stopped driving a Cadillac because I wanted to impress other people. Stop trying to impress other people and that's a whole nother thing. Stop just trying to impress other people, you guys. Do it for you. If you want something, make a sacrifice. Drive a POS car, which is what I have. The air sucks in it. And every day I think, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'll sweat in this car because we don't have any debt. We don't owe money to other people. We're not struggling because my ego, I checked it at the door. I raised it up. I lifted it up to God, and he said, get rid of that car. And believe me, I tried to defy him, you guys. I tried to defy him for a year. And I said, no, I want the car. I'll pay it off faster. And he said, you're not listening. It literally was like hands in the air, just like, get rid of the car. I'll make a video on that. But I'm just telling you, weigh your ego versus your bank account and start visualizing yourself in the future that you want. And yes, it will take sacrifice, but you have to be able to see it, you guys. You have to be able to visualize it. All right. So visualize things that are scary for you. I just had to visualize praying out loud on I don't even know how many people are on here, but people will rewatch it. But I just prayed out loud, which is something that I have never done. And it feels kind of good. I feel like I could do it again. Not today though. Tomorrow, once I stop pitting and sweating and my heart rate still comes down. So that was V, so that's visualization. So then the E stands for exercise. So for me, I like to do my exercise first before I actually start this part of the Miracle Morning, just because that's what gets my blood flowing. That's what gets me going. So you could do 10 minutes of light yoga. You could do something in with this, or you can do your regularly scheduled program. I work out at home. So today was Shalene Extreme Burn Circuit 1. I'm starting more of a weightlifting program right now for the next 3 months. So I'm pretty excited about that. So E is for exercise. And then R is for reading. So I'm still finishing up and rereading parts of the Miracle Morning. So I spend 10 minutes or 5 or 10 minutes reading through this and taking notes. And then the last part, you guys, is S for scribing, which just basically means journaling. So what I do personally, is I reflect back. I just want to preface this by saying, you guys, too, that anything that I'm doing, you don't have to do it exactly the same way I do. This is just what felt comfortable to me when I started, and it's kind of what's been working for me, so that's what I've been doing. So scribing, I just write about the day before, how I felt, how I acknowledge what I did right and what I'm proud of myself for, even no matter how small it is. I write what I'm proud of myself for. I write how I felt like I did the day before, and then I write about what I can work on. Like, was I not patient with Ben, or did I spend too much time doing this or not have time doing that? Things like that. So I'll write about that. So just take a minute to write that out about your day before, or, like I said, some of the things you're proud of and things like that. And that's the end of the Miracle Morning. So you guys can do this. I know this was kind of drawn out because you're doing it with me, and I did it with you right now, and I'm explaining it as I go. So know that you can do this technically in 6 minutes. He does teach you in the end of this book how to actually do this within 6 minutes. So it doesn't have to take a long time. I carve out about 40 minutes with this to do this. And then of course my exercise. So about an hour, it takes me an hour to do this. And like I said, sometimes it's quicker than other days. And sometimes I do it in the morning. I personally get up, work out, do my Miracle Morning, which is this part of the other part of it, and then I get on with my day. And I am here to tell you guys that I was in a funk a couple weeks ago, and like I said, I knew I needed something to do, and this has been it. And I just love the affirmations and the positivity and being surrounded by other people who want to do this, and it's gotten me out of my funk. I feel back to me again. I'm still a work in progress every day. We all have those demons and the devil always trying to show his face to us on a daily basis. But there's things like this, all this positivity and the affirmations and planting the seeds of life and growth and greatness that you're planting in yourself. You're planting those seeds, and then every day I do this, I'm watering those. I'm watering those seeds of greatness. I'm watering positivity. I'm watering all of those things. And so then there's not as much room for the negativity. There's not as much room for the devil to creep in. And when they start to, you recognize it and you say, get out of here. You're not welcome here, right? So anytime that you start to feel that, you just come back to this. You come back to those affirmations and the things that are going to make you stronger and retrain yourself. You guys, your mind is a muscle. Same thing. The more you use it in a positive way, the better you're going to become. It's just like your muscles. The more you use your muscles, the toner you're going to get, all of those things. The muscle memory will kick in, the stronger you'll get, the leaner you'll get, all of those things. Your mind is the same way. You have to keep doing it. It's like a bike. You just don't go out and ride a bike on the first day. You got to have training wheels, and then you go from there. So know that your mind is the same way. We have a lot of crap, you guys, that we've carried with us from when we were younger, from our parents and our situations and all those things, but those don't defy us. Don't let them defy you and make you think you're not great enough. You can overcome anything by doing things like this and surrounding yourself with people who also want those things. So keep that in mind. It's up to you. The choice is yours. And I want to open this up for you guys anyone who wants to do this. There's like a 30-day challenge of doing the Miracle Morning. And I would love, love, love for a handful or 5 or 10 people who are ready to do this in kind of like an enclosed group where we can share this with each other and do this every day and track our growth and share our affirmations and our vision and all of those things and not have to worry about what other people are going to think. I want to invite you to come along with me to do that, because in the last 3 weeks, I feel like I'm already changing again. I'm evolving again, and I feel like it's showing. I feel like it's showing out there. And I want to invite you in on that. I want you guys to come along with me and know that you can do this too, okay? So who's in for the Miracle Morning? Who's in to start doing this? And like I said, if you work night shift or you have a different schedule than I do, it doesn't always have to be done in the morning. It's just how the title reads, right? So I'm doing it in the middle of the day, and that's fine. It's just whenever you can do it. If you can do it in the morning, great. If you work night shift and you want to do it as you're coming off of your night shift, that's fine too. But so comment below, like, or message me if you're too worried about somebody else seeing it. Message me and let's do this, you guys. Let's do the Miracle Morning. Let's do August right. Let's start this off and really make a change first with yourself, with knowing that you can do it and planting those seeds of belief and all of those things, knowing that you too can achieve it. It's just practicing it, you guys. The only reason why I have what I have is because I've been doing it. I wake up and I do it every day. I show up every day, and it's hard, but I'm telling you, what's harder is not living a life that's fulfilling. What's harder is being back there and still being that person who was negative and just waiting for something to happen. What's hard is being consumed by financial debt. That's hard. That's hard, you guys. That is freaking hard. And God did not put us here to live like that. Stop worrying about what people around you are doing and find the people who are doing what you want to do and leading a life like you want, and link arms with those people and go. Say, I'm here with you. I'm coming along. I'm going. I don't know where I'm going, but you're taking me there and I'm going with you. That's essentially sometimes just what you have to do. And I want to leave you with this. So the thing that reads, I'm going to quote it how I interpret it, but so if you're not being ruler over what you guys have already, so say you hate your job and you hate your situation, but if you're not owning up to that fact and you're not being the ruler over what you currently have, God will not give you more. You have to be trusted with what you have. So look at your job as a blessing, as being grateful that you have a job to get up and go to every day. Because if you complain and you are bashing other people and you're saying negative things, God will not give you more. You guys, you need to prosper where you're planted right now. It may not be where you want to be, but you have to prosper right there. So when I was negative, Nancy, and I didn't have what I wanted, I had to prosper where I was. I had to take a different outlook at my job. And in the meantime, work really, really hard outside of that job to get to where I wanted to be, where I am right now, which is still what I'm still working on it every single day. But just know that if you're not being ruler over the little bit you have, over your $20, your $100, if you're blowing that and spending that on stupid things because your ego is telling you that, God will not give you more. You must be ruler over all the little things first in order to get the big things. And I'm telling you, it's true. It is so true. That's why when I finally got rid of the car, you guys, things kept coming. And it wasn't just coincidence. It was because I was being smart and ruler over the small things I could control, and then more things came. So just know that. Prosper where you're planted, be ruler over the little things you have, and treat them as if they're the greatest thing you've ever had, and then you will watch yourself reap the benefits of more to come. Okay? So hopefully that helps. If you have any other questions about the Miracle Morning, I know this was a little bit longer than normal, but I promise you it's worth it to rewatch this again or watch it for the first time. Share this with other people, you guys. Ask your friends to come along with you. Ask other people because they're looking for someone to lead them. Okay? People want to be led. Let them lead them with you. Do this with you. Don't keep good things to yourself. Share this with other people and let them see what this could possibly do. This is just one aspect, what I'm doing right now, the Miracle Morning, and I just want to be able to help more people live a life that is more fulfilling and it's full of greatness, because I used to think that I wasn't deserving of any of those things. I used to think I would never amount to anything. I was just average. But I'm glad, and I'm here and I stand before you telling you that that's farther from the truth. I am meant for greatness. I am doing it. I believe in myself and I believe in the other people around me, and that opportunities come, not always easy, but opportunities come because you're worth it. Listen to what the higher power, and if you don't believe in God, whatever the higher power is you do believe in, they're telling you, they're giving you signs, and they're telling you things for a reason. So never count yourself out, because you too are worth it. You are worthy of greatness. You are worthy of great things happening in your life. You just have to be trusted with the small things. And this is a small thing, you guys. This is what changes your mindset into propelling you forward into the future. It's not about thinking about right this second. It's thinking about what things are you doing right now that are going to get you where you want to be in the future. That's it. That was your lunch break. Bam. So hopefully that really helps you guys. If it did, comment, like, love, share this message with other people, and let me know if you're in so that I can get this group started. Hopefully we can start next Monday, maybe the 8th, and continue it through the rest of August. I promise you, if you commit to yourself, you will see some crazy things happen in the end. And people may think you're crazy. It doesn't matter, because you are serving you. You are serving who you're supposed to be serving, right? You're serving a higher power, and you're meant to lead. So don't care what other people think about you. Right? Care about what you're doing and what your family needs, and how the decisions that you make right now can make you the person that you want to be. Because you know what? You're in control. You, yourself, and you. You're in control of all of that. All right, you guys, have a great Tuesday and know that your transformations start with you and then go out to everyone else. So have a great day and I will talk to you later.